What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel. And today we're going to be taking a look at all of the wrestling action figure news and reveals from this week. Stay tuned. First off, I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday with their family and friends, no matter what you celebrate. But if you celebrate something where gifts are involved, I hope you got some great additions to your collection. And if not, I'm going to show you some upcoming releases in 2025 that you have to look forward to. And we're going to start off with independent, move our way to AEW and WWE. But right now, we're going to talk about somebody we talked about last week, Latoony. That's Latoony.com, LATOONIE.com. And they're doing LJN style figures, I guess you can say, but really they're kind of taking the molds entirely, changing them up just a little bit. And last week we talked about Antonio Inoki, we talked about Axe, and this week we have another Axe variant right here with the silver and red iconic makeup we're used to. Again, this is basically the LJN figure with a couple changes to the one leg, to the one arm, or should I say hand. And yeah, the head's a little different than last week's. The one last week had that metal tongue all the way out, like, this one has more of like a Visco girl, trying to be cute and silly. Not a big fan. I wish that it wasn't commonplace to kind of take somebody else's work and kind of make it your own. So I really hope that we get away from this, especially since they've already done a couple, like the Ric Flair, I thought looked really good. It might be a little oddball, but I think it looked good. So come on, Latoony, let's do original molds going forward. But going forward, our friends over at Major Bendy showed off their upcoming Jay and Silent Bob, Buddy Christ from Dogma. Love this movie. And the fact that it's not a traditional Major Bendy's like mold, I really like. I think that this looks very in line with the original Buddy Christ statue they used to sell. Not much bendability here. I'm guessing just the arm, maybe the finger. You know, there's not much going on here, but that's okay. Like, nobody buys these because they're like, I really want to bend these figures, you know? These are more of a display piece. So I do think this looks excellent. I did not get Jay, did not get Silent Bob, but this right here has me itchy to get all of them. So also, my man Canic, Mike Canic over at Major Bendy's, he showed off his Power Rangers action figure inspired carding of him with a Major t-shirt. And this was exclusive to his Whatnot stream. $35. Very, very cool. I think I'm going to have to pick this up. You'll notice he does have Nikes on, which I love that. I like a little illegal branding in there, right? A lot of fun. And I got to imagine these are super limited. So I think he has 3 figures now. So good for Canic and our friends over at Top Rope Collectibles. They got in production samples. So this is what the production piece of the PN News is going to look like. We have 2 variants here. The green one is still on the way and being worked on. But man, these look excellent. I'm so glad that I got on board to do both of these because they are going to be bangers. You'll notice he's got the bracelet, he's got the chains, the glasses, the hat. So much color going on here. So many deco hits. I mean, the palette on these things is incredible. So I'm very excited to see this. But obviously, the one on the right with the blue, that's the unreleased styled one from the WCW Gloob line. And they gave us a hand-painted resin prototype to auction off to use towards the Case Fresh toy drive. And that thing fits in flawlessly with original WCW Gloob. So if you're a Gloob fan, you absolutely need to get your hands on these Top Rope Collectibles. Also, over at Zombie Sailor Toys, he showed off this little teaser of some Too Cold Scorpio production legs being painted, which is really cool. It just shows that Too Cold is very, very close and on the way. As Zombie has said, he is working on figures that aren't necessarily up for a pre-order or been pre-ordered. So he's trying to make it so that these figures get in our hands quicker and quicker and quicker after the pre-order period. But that's not the only thing he showed off. He showed off a carded sample of the, what was it, the Independence Day, July 4th, Sandman, the To The Extreme shirt with the red, white, and blue pants. He does come with a can of zombie beer as well as his Singapore cane. Very cool figure. He's going to have that rotatable arm so he can put that cane over his head. This was a must get for me. I'm a big fan of red, white, and blue and American figures, But man, on card, it looks even cooler. I like that he's puffing the cig. He's got the Singapore cane, matches the figure. This is a banger, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I pre-ordered this one. Title Run Toys. This is somebody that I think deserves a figure for the longest time, and he hasn't had one. That's Ernest the Cat Miller, and he's getting the figure treatment in the retro form. I kind of wish we were getting a more modern scale, honestly, a lead or something like that. I'm sure we will one day. I think he's very deserving of it, WCW, WWF, but this looks great. I think they captured his likeness very well. Last week, they had the Danny Davis they showed off. This week, it's Ernest the Cat Miller. I got to say, man, their renders look excellent, but I really want to see some hard copies, man. I think it's great. Notice the right arm is like a chop because he is that karate champion. His feet are wrapped. He's got the signature bikers on, the knee pads. This thing is excellent. Shout out to Ernest the Cat Miller. Love this figure. Cannot wait to add this to my collection. And my man over at Grapplers and Gimmicks, Mitch showed off that he has officially signed Rick Martel and Tito Santana. The Strike Force are coming. I got to imagine we're going to be getting other Tito Santanas, other Rick the Model Martels. Man, these are going to be fun. I got to imagine. I would love to see a Rick Martel with the sweater draped over his shoulders and tied. I think the likenesses are there. Tito looks like Tito. Rick looks like Rick. I love that they have the matching gear. I think we've only gotten a couple Strike Force figures, right? We've gotten the classic superstars and we've gotten the LJNs. So this is a lot of fun. And you got to imagine it's going to be in a 2-pack, which I'm a sucker for 2-packs. So Mitch is killing it. Everything that he shows off, man, I think it's spot on. So got to support Grapplers and Gimmicks at HastelToy.com. And also, FC Toys showed off a little teaser, a little split-face teaser of their upcoming Evil Crush retro figure. Dude, look at this paint job. It's so smooth, crisp, and the likeness is absolutely there. I wish that final products looked as good as hand-painted prototypes, but it's never been that way in the history of toys, right? But if it's anything close to this is going to be a banger and a must-have. And I was going to pass on this figure after seeing this. I think I absolutely need it. They also showed off a carded sample of the upcoming Jeff Jarrett. This is the Janej Toys exclusive, and if you ask me, I think it looks great. For years, we got those Owen Hardhead Jeff Jarretts after Owen passed, and now we're going to get an actually sculpted Jeff Jarrett head for it, and I'm here for it. I definitely pre-ordered both of these, or three. Yeah, three Jeff Jarretts. PowerTown also shipped out the samples of their upcoming Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, Major Players 2-pack of Brian Myers and Matt Cardona. And man, I think this is the best Brian Myers figure ever. The likeness is there. I think that the vest is so much better than that of the Super 7. The gear, the posability. I love PowerTown, but man, this exceeded my expectations. It really did. There he is without the jacket. He's got the Digital Media Championship. I'm not too crazy about this head, but it still does look like him. I think this neutral one is spot on. His Super 7 heads were not that great to me. But check out the mat. Look at the robe. The robe is incredible with all of the skulls, the MCs, all of the glittery looking purple, whatever they used to make that. It looks excellent. Excellent. And I know a lot of people are not a fan of cloth goods. I am, and I think that this is so fitting and looks great. And there he is. He's got the middle finger bird. Look at the gear, all the splatter. It looks excellent, man. All the purple, the black, the MC, and he comes with the NWA Championship. This is a must-have for me. So glad that I pre-ordered it and I have it on the way. So stoked for this. Plus, in box, it's huge. They look excellent. Also, Foco showed off this upcoming magazine collection bobblehead of Mick Foley. And it's based off of the WWF magazine cover where he's dressed as Santa. He's got Sacco coming through the box, and that's exactly what they did. He's sitting on some gifts. He's dressed up like Santa. Sacco's got a Christmas hat on. He's coming through the box. Very cool. I have an unreleased Santa Foley bobblehead, but I needed this. They're limited to only 100 made. Only 100 made, so I had to grab one. Love Christmas. Love wrestling. This looks great. And last but not least, A lot of us have been getting emails from Mattel Creations telling us to confirm that we still want this figure because it's going to be delayed, but a select few actually received the figure in hand. Most notably, Kids Figs on Instagram. Shout out to him. He had some great looking stuff, man. It looks great in my opinion. I think the head's awesome. It's a little basic, right? He's just jeans and 2 t-shirts, but it looks good. The watch is there, the tattoos, the likeness. I love that it's based off of the entranceway of when he came out. So if you have not received an email asking if you still want this figure, maybe yours is on the way. So again, that is our week of reveals. Some really cool stuff coming to the wrestling figure world. I'm most excited for those major players, PowerTown Ultras. I think they look excellent. Again, this is the best Brian Myers in my opinion. But hope you guys like this video. Make sure you comment below your favorite reveal from this week and what you're planning on getting. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at FigHeal. Twitter's at TheFigHeal. Pick up the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, available now on Amazon.com. And make sure you join Whatnot at WhatHeal.com, and you will get $15 off your first purchase. See you on the next one, guys. Thank you for joining. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need FigHeal's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 5,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With shots by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Premium full-color and value black and white editions available now on Amazon.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeal. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeal. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at WhatHeal.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.